Welcome back to another episode of Lunchin with Don and Lon, man. We bring you lunch table conversations and we lace them with facts. As usual, the Don of all Dons. And this is my dog,
Take
Lonnie
your time, brother.
Cabal.
What it do with is y'all? It's your man Lonnie Cabal. Giddy. I'm here for another show. So I'm feeling good. How you doing today, Don?
I'm amazing. Other than you coming on the
Sounded
show
good.
drunk this morning or this afternoon.
Oh, stop it.
Clearly.
Oh, stop it.
But yeah,
I'm just
no.
showing what I see, man. That's what I
No,
see.
you're not. No, because you said the stock market was booming, and that was some bullshit. And if you just say you're
No,
right.
I
The thing about
said it was
hold
booming.
on. The thing about it,
Now he want.
and all I really need, right, so we can get on the same page, is for you to say, all right, I was tripping, I was wrong. That's it. Because again, you said it was booming. I sent you the chart that says clearly it is not booming,
And I said it's in the green.
but it's not. In the green for how long?
It is.
In the green for how long?
You just said it wasn't. Now you said how long?
Yeah.
Let's start the show, bro. Let's start the show, bro.
In the green for how long?
Let's start the
show's
show,
already
bro.
started.
Because you're gonna move the goalposts.
How am I
You're gonna
moving
move
the
the goalposts.
goalposts?
You're gonna move the goalposts. So let's just start the show, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
Let's just start the show.
Let me ask you a
Let's just
question.
start the show.
I can't ask you.
Anything I say, you're gonna try to maneuver it to make your argument sound better,
I'm trying
bro.
to
Let's just
understand.
start the show.
I'm trying to understand. So if I have
It's in the green.
if I have a 30-point game, I'm playing basketball. I have a 30-point game.
There we go.
But I have 0 the rest of the season. I get DNPs, right? Did not play, right? DNPs the rest of the season, right? My average is what?
Bro, I don't know, man. Let's start the show, bro.
It's 30.
I don't
right?
know. I don't know. All right, 30.
I average 30.
Sure.
But I didn't play the rest of the season. So
right.
It's 1 day compared to 2 months.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So give us the word of the day, Ron. Give us the word of the day.
Gotcha. All that matters is today. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. And the word of the day is
ignorant shit of all time.
All that matters is the day is ignorant?
Yes, ignorant as fuck.
So dwell in the past, according to Don. So vouchsafe. Vouchsafe meaning to give something to someone as a promise or privilege. Here's an example. I feel kind of bad. No. It was a girl I was dating, man, back in my youth, long time ago. And she wanted a vouchsafe for our relationship. And that vouchsafe was giving her a promise ring. And I never did it. But she was always asking for it. And I don't know, it just made me feel a little queasy. Like, I don't know, I just felt like that was too close to a wedding ring. And that's just some I wasn't ready for. But maybe she just wanted that vouchsafe, or that promise ring as a vouchsafe to our relationship. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she was living in Cinderella land. I don't know what land she was living in, but I wasn't living in it with her. Another example, those who believe in the scriptures, it says that Christ, gives a vouchsafe to his believers that you have ever lasting life if you believe in him. That vouchsafe is through grace, some people think, but that vouchsafe is that he um was sacrificed so that people didn't have to follow the old laws and things of that nature. However you look at it, whether you're a believer or not, that's on you. I'm really just using this as an example. But vouchsafe, try to use the word vouchsafe at least 3 times a day to enhance your vocabulary. Back to you, Don.
Appreciate that. All right, moving on to our PSA for the day. And
let's get it.
This is very, very poignant for myself and for others, that all the unks and the aunties that's out there, right? When they call you unk and auntie, make sure all my unks, all my aunties, all my grandparents, all the parents, all of that, we gotta learn the new technology. All right. Like, it's too much out here that's like, and we get old, it's like, oh, I don't know this. I ain't worried about this. I can't learn that new shit. I can't learn. And that's how you get stuck in the past, man. That's how you get taken advantage of. Like, I know so many older people and that have been taken advantage of, that have been scammed, all of this kind of stuff, all because they don't know how to use the new technology. They don't know when somebody call them and and say they somebody not to give them your information over the phone, or you clicking on random shit on your phone and on Instagram and trying to buy certain stuff, man, like learn the new technology or you're gonna get taken advantage of. Because and the people that are gonna hurt the most by you being taken advantage of is the your offspring, right? Your kids, your grandkids, the people that are responsible for taking care of you now that you're at a certain age, right? And they're going to be hurt more than anything because now they're going to be charged with having to get you out of shit. When you get your identity stolen and you get scammed, and there's some professional scammers out
Ooh.
here, right? These young dudes,
Oh my
especially in
God.
Atlanta, professional scammers. And so
Especially in Africa.
if you don't know what you're doing, right, take the time to learn it. And for my old heads, the platform that y'all well, most of the platform that some of you guys are watching this on is the perfect platform to learn some shit. YouTube. You
Mm-hmm.
can go on YouTube and
Yes.
learn anything you want to learn. How to fix a car, how to code a computer, how to for anything, right? YouTube University. Make sure you tap into YouTube University just to learn some shit. Start from square one. And it could be a one day at a time process. But if you don't take the time to learn this new technology and the new technology that's really about to take our whole society to a new level is AI. If you don't learn just the basic ins and outs of this AI shit, I'm telling you, my old heads, you're
Cooks.
gonna get taken advantage of because they can now make somebody's voice sound like somebody else. And so you're gonna get a call and you're gonna think it's somebody, and it's not gonna be somebody that you thought it was, and you're gonna give them all your information. Now your identity stolen, they got your social security number, all that good stuff. Right?
Oh
It's
Lord.
hard enough for the youngest that don't give all this
Yeah.
information to still not get scammed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to make sure my old heads stay tapped in with the new technology. Like it ain't got to be the newest. I'm not talking about gaming. I'm just talking about the stuff that you see people using on a daily basis, right? Make sure you stay tapped into that because if you don't, again, you're gonna get taken advantage of. And that's a fact. All right. So again, old heads, stay tapped in. Stay tapped in. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Lunch table topics for today. And the first one we're gonna talk about is was brought to conversation brought up by the good brother Cat Williams. Um
Oh,
he on Club Shay Shay, he brought up an example of how in Hollywood, right, black, especially black male actors, right, are a lot of the main ones at the time are propositioned once you get to reach a
mm-hmm.
certain level to wear dresses, to dress up like
Mm-hmm.
women. You saw obviously Tyler Perry has done it. Obviously the Wayans have done it. I don't think Kevin Hart has. I could be wrong. I
No,
think
yes.
Eddie Murphy has. Like a lot of the top actors of those times, especially in the comedian sense, have put on dresses. And so it was brought back up by Damon Wayans, right? When he was on Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp asked him about it, like, how do you feel about that being the situation in Hollywood? And what he said was like, he ain't got no problem with it because you got these same white actors that have done it and won Oscars, right?
Mm-hmm.
From Miss Doubtfire, Robin Williams did it for Miss Doubtfire. There have been other white actors that have also done the same thing, put on dresses and won Oscars. And so I think it's a little deeper for us as
Mm-hmm.
black men because you see it more consistently, and now you see it as far as like, okay, I don't know, and I've never been in Hollywood, but you see it as far as like, okay, well now if you want to get to a certain level, you better put this dress on. If you don't, then you're not gonna get past a certain threshold, right? Or it could be just like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we want to see your versatility, right? See if you can do this. See if you can make this top grossing movie by putting this dress on and dressing up like a woman. You know what I mean? And so shit, Martin Lawrence did it, right? With uh
Big mom.
Big Mom,
Big mom.
right? So you see that.
Right.
Will Smith, I don't know. I don't remember seeing Will Smith.
Nah, he did. Will Smith did a little some more deep. He did a whole gay role. That was his first ever role.
Okay. Okay.
6 degrees of
Yeah, I do
separation.
remember that. I don't think I saw it, but I remember him. I
Yeah, I
remember
didn't
you
see
talking
that's
about
clips.
it.
Mm.
So I mean, shit, we got to bring it to the lunch table. Like,
Let's talk it.
yeah. How do you feel about black actors being propositioned to put on dresses? You feel like it's been it's calculated for us in Hollywood, or you
Mm.
just feel like it's a natural progression as an actor when you get to that certain level?
I think it's kind of forced. And again, I think you gave examples because there have been white actors that wore dresses like
Mm-hmm.
Miss Doubtfire and things of that nature. But with black men, there's always been this stigma of trying to buck break black men, to emasculate black men. So the dress thing does seem a little deeper and it hits a little harder for us because of what we've went through in this country. Um, I can see it being versatile. Like one thing I know about comedy, if it's funny, you can pass it. Like racism, I don't like racism, but
It
if it's
used to be that
funny,
way.
it gets a
It used
pass.
to be that way.
Or it used to be. It used to be. It used to be. Um, um, if it's I'm just on the fence with it. I'm more leaning to the emasculation thing. Like you can be funny without a dress. Like why have all of our top comedians, well not all, but majority of them, put on a dress at a certain point? And I remember Dave Chappelle saying basically like they try to put him in a
Mm-hmm.
dress, but he was like, I'm funny without the dress, basically. Like I don't want to put on the
Mm-hmm.
dress. And they changed, they had a whole other script made for him. So basically they was tested him, basically. Now, granted, Dave Chappelle's not innocent either. I saw him in a skit where he had some makeup on, looking
Mm-hmm.
crazy early in his career. Yeah, it broke my heart too, because I'm like, yeah. But then I see you in some makeup. But again, with comedy, it's a shaky thing. Like, honestly, Damon Wayans and The Living Color, they hated it. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
hate it. You went crazy, but it was a little funny.
Yeah.
And then the 90s, and during those times, we didn't look at, I don't think, like, we didn't, like, when Big Mama's House came when we was kids, we didn't look
We
like
ain't
it's
trip.
Martin in the dress. It was just, it was comedy. Like, it was Martin
It was a
movie.
great movie.
But I guess as we got older, great movie, until it got to the third. The
Yeah,
first
no,
one was
no.
good.
We don't even
Second
acknowledge
one, the
the third
third
one.
one was,
Just
yeah.
like we don't
Yeah.
acknowledge
But
the
anyway,
third Bad Boys.
you gonna do it like that.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Oh, dog.
One, two, and
Oh.
1, 2.5 with four. Four was all right, but 1, 2.5. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, in conclusion, man, I do see it as I'm more mature now and seeing things and being in the entertainment business. I'm not as deep as those guys, and I'm definitely not in Hollywood. But I can see both sides of the argument. But I personally don't think you should have to put on a dress to be funny. Um, but like we had things like Norbit. Norbit was funny to me. I didn't really feel a Rasputia. Norbit was more funny than Rasputia. I think Norbit would have been fine without Rasputia.
I ain't really fuck with it, man. I'm not gonna lie.
You ain't fuck with
I ain't
Norbit?
really fuck. It was real ignorant to me, man. It was real like,
Oh,
bro, like, come on,
but
bro.
but but that's why I feel. Go ahead, dog.
Yeah, no doubt. That's why you fucked with it.
I mean,
That's why you
it
fucked
was
with it.
funny.
But nah, I was just like, but that's the thing. Like, I fucked with Big Mama, but I didn't fuck with Norbit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It felt Norbit also felt too cartoony to me, right? Big Mama felt like
Mm,
it was an actual situation. Obviously, that motherfuckers would have known it was different, but it actually felt like a
uh,
situation that could have happened. You know what I mean? And so, just like I'm not, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one.
no, talk your truth, brother.
It's not about Eddie Murphy, but I wasn't a huge
Hmm.
fan of like the clumps joints after I think after maybe the first one. After the first one, I really was like the joint with the one with
Jan-
no
Janet
with
Jackson.
Dave Chappelle in it. The one with Dave Chappelle in it. After that and Buddy Love. Like after that one,
Yeah.
I really wasn't a fan. Like, and in that one, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was Eddie Murphy is a great actor for being able to do all of them, right? But and play all those roles. But it was just like, okay, I guess, you know what I mean. But as far as the specific topic, like, I think it's twofold. I think it is calculated.
Hmm.
You're not gonna convince me that it's not calculated by Hollywood. It's too much in this.
Hmm.
There's too
I
many
agree.
people that have money on the line, and for this not to be calculated. And there's too many people at the top that have money to fuck off, right? And to that money is really not as important as some other things now. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that run these studios, the people that run the entertainment industry, right? They have the abilities, like you said, because they can waste a couple of $1 million on a movie and just to prove a point, right? Just to demasculate black men or whatever, right? They can do that because you got billions of dollars. What's a couple of million? You know what I mean? And so I do think it's calculated, but I also think that, and it'd be tough for me to say that I would pass on one of those opportunities if it were presented to me, if I were an actor, because I'm thinking about it as a coach, right? And it's tough to compare, but as a coach, would you be the equipment manager or would you cut the grass if you had to? Absolutely. Right. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to help my team win. And as an actor, okay, if this is a role, if it's a good role, if I feel like it's a good role, if I feel like it's not just some shit that, oh yeah, y'all just trying to pull some shit over on
Some
boy, huh?
buffoonery.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If it's not one of them type of roles, then okay, I can see how a man would want to feel and show that versatility, right? To be able to play a woman, you have to be versatile as a man, right? And to make it believable, you have to be versatile. And so I can understand how one would want to show that. But I do think it's calculated. But I also think that my favorite actor, and I just looked it up, my favorite actor has never done it. Denzel has never put on a dress to play a role. You know what I mean? And so
My favorite actor hasn't either.
it can be done.
Hakeem Woodbine.
It can be done. It can be done. And so
And Terrence. Oh, I'm
you
sorry.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Finish. No, finish
No, I
your
was just
point.
gonna say like it can be done without it. So make sure if you are an actor, like you really examine that role. Like examine the role.
Yeah,
Not
absolutely. Yes.
not necessarily the money, because the money can be made. Right now, if it's something astronomical, then you might, and you gotta do what you gotta do.
No, don't sell you.
Right.
Don't sell yourself.
Yeah, no, don't sell your soul, right? But examine the role. Examine the role.
Right.
That's really what
Terrence Howard had a recent interview. I don't know if you've seen it, went kind of viral. And I was proud of Terrence, man, before we get to the next subject.
he's
I didn't know
smart.
Terrence stood on manhood like that. Very
Yeah,
smart.
motherfucker smart.
And I don't like how the black community, I don't like how our community be trying to make fun of smart people, be trying to be like funny, like call them crazy and all that. No, the man's very
No
intelligent.
doubt.
Just because you don't understand it, don't just because you don't understand the depths of what he's thinking, that doesn't mean he's crazy or anything. But he had a little interview. He was basically talking about like the Diddy parties, like
I
bro,
saw the
like
clip
a
of it.
lot of people in you saw the clip. So basically, how your manhood is important, your manhood isn't worth that. He went in though. I was proud of him because I was like, yeah, I ain't expect for Terrence. Out of everybody, I ain't expect for Terrence to stay in no business like that. And he basically said like, yo, like. That's why everybody be smoking. And that's not the first time I've heard this. That's why everybody always high, always drunk, things,
Yeah.
because they trying to get that out their head, what they did to get to the next level. This is very, very real, ladies and
And some of the
gentlemen.
things you're dealing with
And then he went,
at that level.
yeah,
Like some of the things
yeah.
you're dealing with at
Are you
that
going?
level, like, bruh, that shit hard, bro. And make motherfuckers make
And
that
they,
shit look
yeah,
easy. But that, like, bruh, I just can't
yeah.
imagine. I can't imagine. Imagine being
He basically,
no, go ahead.
talk to me. No, go ahead, D. No, go ahead, D.
Imagine being Michael Jordan or Michael Jackson. Like, you can't go and imagine not being able to walk out of your house without anybody. You can't take a drive. You can't walk out your house. You can't go to the mall. You can't go to a McDonald's. You can't go nowhere without it being planned or without having two big ass niggas or at least one big ass nigga right beside you with a gun. You know what I mean? You can't go to a park. You damn sure you can't go to a family reunion, but you can't do nothing regular without without causing like a huge ruckus. And so I can't imagine that life. And so I'm thinking like to be able to survive shit like that, bro. I'm not gonna say you gotta be on something, but dog, that shit is just, you don't even live in reality no more. Like you don't live in reality no more. You can't just walk down the street, dog. And I can't. I really don't aspire to live a life where I just can't walk down the street. That's just me.
That's actually a luxury. That's a frame of peace that we take advantage
No
of
doubt.
every day. just walking alone is a blessing that we take advantage of every day. But
No doubt.
yeah, keep your morals straight. And I basically agree with what you said, Don.
Yeah.
So
And shit, Mike Jack wasn't able to do that shit since he was 5 years old, damn near. Motherfucker was in the
that's a
Jackson, the lead singer of the number one fucking R&B group at the time. You 5 years old, bro. You can't. That's why the nigga was a kid when he got to be an adult. He had the damn animals and fucking amusement park and
do
all
you
type
want
of
to
shit.
climb
You know what I'm
trees?
saying? Like the nigga never lived in reality. Like he never lived in
Yeah.
reality. His whole reality was making bitches pass out at the show, bro. Like, but we gonna move on,
Yeah.
man.
That's tough.
Our next lunch table topic, man. Bow Wow. And we're gonna show the video. He speaks on Corinne Steffens, man. Shout out to Corinne Steffens.
Superhead.
Shout out to Corinne Steffens.
That's how we know it's
You know what
Superhead.
I'm
We
saying?
know it's Superhead.
AKA Super Gobbler. You know what I'm saying?
Throat technician. Listen, Dog get up here and be trying to be smooth with y'all. Dog ignorant as hell off these cameras. Y'all I'm trying to.
With Corinne Stephens. You wanna know why? You say why? I mean, the obvious. Okay. She's like when you talk about a woman, you gotta take out all the things that come to your mind when you say her name. If you really get a chance to know that woman, am I tripping? No, you not. I'm telling you, bro. She's different. And this is what I mean by different. Forget what she known for, forget what she do, all that. It's the fact that she know how to stay in your life for the rest of your life without being in your life. Like that's some different type of power. And I'm gonna tell you how. It's something so simple. Probably one of the illest women I ever met in my life. And like the illest. She taught me how to wash clothes, bro. Something so simple. I did not know how to wash clothes to this day. Every time I can be with whoever. I don't care who I'm with. I don't care where I go. If I see a laundry mat, bounce, a downy, the little bear, Corinne. I'm in Target. I see that. Oh shit, Corinne. I don't know. That woman is different, bro.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bauer, that's a he just had a whole spiel, a long-winded spiel explaining how she had his nose wide open. You were sprung, dog. And listen, I get it. She put it on you. But
Mm.
teaching you how to wash clothes, like my nigga.
For real.
Yo,
Be the
when I
real
see
ones.
bounce, when I see like dog, your mother ain't never teach you how to wash clothes, dog. Like, I don't know,
And
but I
but
don't
see,
know how
that's
you
the
grew up.
thing.
I
And
don't
that's
know how
the
you grew
thing.
up.
Like, I ain't learned how to honestly, I'm gonna be real. I ain't learned how to wash clothes till I went to college. Like, or till right before I went to college. Like my mama, because I grew up, my mama washing all my clothes, all of that kind of stuff. So she ain't teach because my mama's particular. So she wants shit done a certain way. She don't want you to break her shit. And so she ain't really about to take the time to teach you how to do it because she'd rather do it than have you break her shit. And so she ain't teach me how to wash clothes until literally probably the week or two before I went to college. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And Bow
wow.
Wow, shit. The nigga was what when he became a star, he was what we was in elementary school when Bow Wow, you just don't
We
know.
was shit, we was damn near in pre-K. We like in
Yeah.
first
And
grade.
so he probably like
He,
5
yeah,
something
about
years older
he
than
got
us.
about 5, 6 years on us.
Yeah. So he became a star probably in his like early teens. So from then, nigga, he ain't washing no clothes, man. Like what?
So why you watching them now?
Cause she taught him. Cause she realized he probably got like 21, 22, 23, and he realized she was at the crib, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing, right? Doing what her as she's a professional, you know what I'm saying? The first professional, right? And he was like, "Oh, I don't know how to wash clothes." So she was like, she taught him, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. It really be and we talked about it a minute ago
Mm-hmm.
as a young nigga, you not really equipped to handle the what we call it, the vintage, right?
The
The vintage.
vintage. The
And she was probably
vintage.
about 27, 28, 29, and he was probably about 21, 22, 23 when they was involved. So he wasn't ready to handle that vintage cloth. We'll put it that way. The
The
vintage cloth.
cloth.
He wasn't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? So she had him hemmed up. So he was doing whatever she was trying to teach him to do. She probably taught him how to cook. She probably taught him a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Just had
he
his
was just
nose
washing one
all
of them
wide.
clothes.
His nose was all wide open. Look here,
Absolutely.
man. Shit. My mom taught me how to wash clothes at 9 because she wasn't doing that shit. As a matter of fact, she made my brother
She
teach
wasn't
me.
going.
Yeah, she won't going. She made my brother teach me how to wash clothes. So I guess for me, I'm like, damn, bro, that's your big moment. But everybody, experience life different. All that
Uh-huh.
sound like to me was she had you in the she put that cougar, she sank them cougar fangs in you. You didn't care about her past. You don't care about she swallowed 20 niggas on camera. You don't care. You don't
Mm-mm.
care. And listen, I'm not
Mm-mm.
mad at you.
Mm-mm.
So listen,
Woo!
did you see the look on his face when he brought up Superhead? First of all, he said Kareem Steffens.
Mm-hmm.
That man looked up like this. I said, oh, she
Mm-hmm.
made an impact in his life.
Her government name.
Government name. You better respect that woman. You know what
That
I'm
mean he
saying? Like that's
that's
the
it. That mean he respect her. That mean he respect
respect
her,
her.
not the stage name. He called the government name. That means he respect
Boy.
her and her craft.
And her
Because it is a craft.
oh,
Mm.
that's neither here nor there, but I just think, she really had his nose wide open. That's the first. I think it's one of the few women that really put it on him, and he can't forget her. And she knows that, like, she be she wrote a whole book
Nah,
exposing niggas,
yeah.
eating niggas' asses, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's her life,
Shout out to
man. Like,
Shaq.
I'm not here to judge it. I'm not here to judge her.
Nah,
I'm
do
just
your
like,
thing.
you know, she know who to target. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Just sound like a young guy that had his nose wide open by a MILF. A MILF changed his life. That's
Yeah,
what I got
man.
from it.
She got on him. She got on
She
him.
put
But
it on. She put
again,
it on him though. She put it on him
but at
though.
the end of the day, shout out to them OG joints that teaching the young niggas something. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end
Hmm.
of the day, sometimes that's what you need to grow up as a young man. You need a lot, and I be hearing a lot of clips, like a lot of us as young men, because shit, and we're gonna be real, a lot of women, and I'm not gonna say, I'm gonna use the word prey on younger men, right?
Hmm.
They teach these younger men a lot of stuff, like how to treat a woman, what you supposed to do, things
Hmm.
like that. Like even shit coming down to sex, like how to do
Yeah.
that
Oh my God.
sometimes, right? And so that's what happened. And in Bow Wow case, right, that's what he was on because, and I'm just
Hmm.
thinking, I add shit up in my head, bro. He was a child star, so he was used to all the young girls. Like he was used to all them at the shows, at the concerts. He was cool. He was cool on them. Then when
Hmm.
the OG joint come in, not really tripping on him being Bow Wow, not really on the that's Bow, not really on that. Just came on some, you know what I'm saying, chills type stuff, and then swallow you up and then probably cook for him, and
Yeah.
then show you how to wash
Hmm.
clothes, and then and then she probably got his swag right, probably put him on with some clothes, taught him how to get
Hmm.
fly, all of that. You know what I mean? So that's why when he was talking about it, you could see that spark
You
in
can
his
see
eye
the glow.
when Korean Seven come up. Like you could see it. Like not
Correct.
man. Mm.
They do it to you.
It'll do it to you every
That's
time.
why. That's why I listen. I'm not mad at him at all. I
Mm-mm.
just see the look. She told me how to wash clothes, bro. Like to him, it
It
don't
was a life
sound
changing
crazy.
experience. Yeah.
I'm on the outside looking. It's funny. I understand where you're coming from. To him, it was a point. Like she told me when I look at bounce, when I look at, I'm like, whoa, she rocks your world. But to him, it was a pivotal moment. So that's
Yeah.
why it was just. It wasn't funny like I'm clowning him. I'm clowning him
Yeah.
just a tiny bit because he looks nose wide open. But for the aspect, I know how what a MILF can do. Like
She
she
and
could
she probably
she could
changed
put
his
it
life,
on you.
and she probably taught him some stuff.
All
Like,
listen, Don, all of that, and then put that work on him in the bed. I'm happy he made it out.
and then before we transition, and we might gonna come we're gonna come back to this in a roundabout way in a little bit. But I heard her talk in an interview with somebody, and she was talking about like even if she was married. She said if Wayne called or Bow Wow called at 4 o'clock in the morning, she going, regardless of her husband or nothing. She said her husband know she going,
Oh
and
man,
she said
what a
she might not be
sucker.
back for she might need to be back for 2 or 3 days. And so
What a
like
chump.
that's him. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can call you a female at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, even and you got a husband, and I can still call and you come, that's me. Then that's me, right? Like so him and her. They got a
Okay,
relationship.
so what if she would Bow Wow and Wayne call her?
That's a great question.
I
Or
think
what if
Wayne
she was
hold.
Wayne and Bow Wow call?
I think Wayne hold a little more power over that boxing
Ooh,
than Bow Wow do
I
personally.
don't
But
know. I can't even speak to it. I'm not gonna even speculate. I'm
okay,
not
there you
gonna even
go. All right,
speculate because
I ain't gonna
y'all need to.
speculate either.
Because Wayne done put some numbers up on that
Ooh,
scoreboard. Shout out to Christina
Wayne.
Milian, man. Woo!
Shout out to
And
fucking Lauren London
Lauren London,
with the dimples. New Lauren.
Lauren Lauren London, and Christina Milian were two
Yeah.
that was like growing
Yeah.
up. It was like love
Yes.
don't cost a thing, and ATL. It
Yes.
was like I need
Yes.
one of those.
I
I
need
need
one of
that.
those.
I need that. Like
Yes.
whatever that is, I need
I
that.
need that.
I gotta have that. Man. All right. All right.
You ain't, but you ain't lying though. That's why it's so funny. You ain't lying yet,
Straight
boy.
up. Straight up. Moving on, man. Carmelo Anthony. They just announced, man, that he is a Hall of Famer. He is a Hall of Famer, man. Been long overdue.
Long overdue.
Long overdue, man. First ballot Hall of Famer. He in the class with Dwight and some others, man. And everybody, all the real ones know Melo should be in the Hall of Fame, first ballot ASAP. But he also said he wants to own the Wizards. Said he wants to own the Wizards. He's from Baltimore, West Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken. And so
Hmm.
he said he's trying to buy the Wizards. So you being our resident Wizards fan,
Yes, sir.
how would you feel if Melo bought the Wizards?
Buy the team. Buy the team, Melo. Please, God, buy the team. Buy the team. Buy the team. Listen. We've had this before in Wizards country, okay? When Jordan tried to do it, but that was like in the
Mhm.
early '90s, late, excuse me, not early, late '90s, early
He was
2000s.
still playing, by the
That's when
way.
the Wizard logo used to be like this with the old man. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
so I'm all for it, man. Come by the team, bring some swag here, man. I mean, I don't know who's running it. The front office is horrible. I mean, you probably can get floor seat tickets for
oh
about $40 right now, bruh. I
man.
see Wale damn near at every game. Like, bro, you ain't got nothing else to do. It's like, no, I'm
For
joking. I'm
real.
joking.
Nah, for
I'm joking.
real.
I'm joking.
That's the
But
sad part. When you looking like, bruh, why are you here?
why are
Like,
you here? Aren't you should you be on tour? Um, my bad, Wale. It's just a joke, bro. But yeah, man, I would love for him to buy a team. We can't do no wrong. It can't get no worse than what it is. Man, do you know? I think the Pacers put a world record as being on. I think they beat us by like 50 like a couple
bro, they
weeks
put
ago.
162 points on y'all, bro.
Oh my God. Are niggas even
162,
playing?
bro. That's 40 points away from 200 points in an NBA
All right, we
basketball.
get it, man. All right, all right, all right.
Ah,
All right, guys.
dog,
All right, bro.
dog.
Okay, okay.
But see, like, if I'm a Wizards fan, bro, I'm like, bro, it would have took everything I had in me not to go down to the arena and be like, yo, what's good? What y'all niggas on, bro? 162? 162, bro, in the NBA. Like,
In
y'all
the
niggas in the NBA.
NBA,
These niggas in the NBA. Like,
getting
what's
paid
good?
millions, to get whooped like that. That's embarrassing.
Oh, so yeah, man. I think
Yeah,
shout
we
out to
need,
Melo,
yeah.
man.
Come on,
You
Melo.
gotta
Bring
go
your
do
ass on
something.
down to DC.
Yeah, you gotta go do something, man. If
You gotta
you
do
got any
something,
pride
man.
in your area, man, you gotta go do something. Somebody gotta do something. I ain't got too much room to talk because the Hornets, we ain't doing no better. Our last home game was last night. And the only thing that motherfuckers went to the game for last night was because they dropped a new Dreamville Letterman jacket. All right, because Dreamville
Lord
Fest
have
was this
mercy.
past weekend. And so that's why motherfuckers pulled up to go get that. But other than that, man, them games be weak as hell. But we might get Cooper Flag, so everything might change. You know what I'm
Hey man, look,
saying?
I looked on Tankathon, man. They said, "Gay guy, let's get in Cooper Flag, man."
Man, y'all
Like,
not getting, man.
hey
You see,
man,
that's the
we get
difference between
Cooper
the NBA
and
and
we
the NBA.
get Melo. Come on back,
Look,
bro. Y'all got
look.
listen. You got
He
a
not
point
going.
guard,
He
bro.
not going to
You
DC. He not going to
you
DC,
got
bro.
a point guard. Y'all
He's not
can't
going to
have
DC,
everything. Y'all got a decent
bro.
squad though. Like y'all
He's gonna go
compete
back to college. He's
somewhat,
gonna go
bro.
back to college before he go to DC, and he might go back to college before he go to the Hornets. But look, I'm hopeful. And NBA, I need y'all to rig this like y'all do every other one,
Every
like y'all
damn
did the
thing.
LeBron draft, like y'all did the Derrick Rose draft. Make sure y'all rig this so that Cooper Flag stays where he went to college at, which is in
Oh,
North Carolina. I need you to rig it up. He ain't gonna do nothing
man,
in
they
DC.
don't need. They
It's,
don't need.
it's chocolate city. Them black people ain't going to watch a white boy hoop out.
Oh,
When's the
stop it,
last white star they had in DC?
Cooper Flag. Come on down, dog.
Exactly. Hey, bro, the Wizards ain't never had a white
We had
star,
Gore.
bro.
We had what's that
Oh,
tall nigga used to play? Gore. We had Gortat.
he not white. He is from overseas.
He's white. He's
No,
white.
man.
You talking about like
No.
American bred white boy?
American white boy.
We ain't had, but we can
He ain't
start
had
now.
one. It was
Y'all got
Gil.
LaMelo,
It
bro.
was
What's his
John
name?
Wall. And John Wall is a nigga. And it's Jordan Poole. And man, look,
Yeah,
Cooper
man.
Flag. Just go ahead and tell him. Go
Man,
ahead and
you've
let
been
the
in
NBA
Carolina this
know.
whole time, man. Come on, bro. You want a new sign of scenery, bro. Come on, Lewis.
Nah, go
We
ahead
got
and let
Melo
hey,
coming.
cool.
We got Melo coming. They ain't got no
Ain't no,
Melo up
they
there.
ain't say
They
he
got
gonna buy it.
Jordan
He said
though.
he trying
They got
to. They
Jordan.
ain't say he gonna buy it yet.
Yeah, I got Jordan. I
Oh,
don't know if we can beat that.
we gonna see, man. We gonna see. But
Hey
shout out
man,
to Melo, man.
Jordan went to the Tar Heels, bro. You played for Duke, man.
It's a
You
fact.
want to play for a Tar Heel, or
But
you
see,
want to come and play for Melo?
he not even a majority owner no more. He a minority owner. So but J. Cole is part of that ownership group. Shout out to J. Cole.
That's what's up.
Uh,
I didn't know that.
yeah, but cool. Just go ahead and tell the NBA if they don't rig it to where you going to the Hornets that you going back to Duke. Or don't go back to Duke because we got to get some wins up off y'all. So actually don't go back to Duke. So staying in the sports vein though,
Mm-hmm.
the draft coming up. It's a big draft. It's a big
Important
draft.
drive. Very
Come
important.
on, Jerry.
We can't fuck this up. We can't
Jerry, we
fuck
can't
this
fuck
up,
it
dog.
off.
We
Can't
can't.
fuck
We
it
can't.
off.
We
Don't
can't.
draft somebody because just for the pub. Don't do
Yeah.
it like you almost
Don't
did
do
Johnny
it.
Manziel. We can't have it this
Yeah.
year. Cannot have it. But we're not gonna get on. We're not gonna get on the star. We're gonna leave him
Mm-hmm.
alone. There ain't been no new news that's
Thank
been
God.
dropping. We're gonna leave him alone.
Well, it is a little bit of news. Overshown is getting his zero back, so
Yeah,
I might
Agent
cop
Zero.
that.
Shout out to Agent
I might
Zero,
cop that. I
man.
might cop that.
Shout out
Agent
to Agent
Zero.
Zero, man. Just need you to come back healthy, boy. We know
Please take your
what you
time.
can do when you healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Just need you to come back healthy. And then need you to get in that weight room. All right. You looking a
Yeah,
little
dog.
slim out there.
Yeah,
Looking
dog.
a little slim out there.
I
Need you to
agree.
get in that weight room so you can come down and hit stick some shit and keep playing fast. But Travis Hunter, man, everybody know he's probably either gonna go first or second in the draft. If it was me, I would take him first in the draft. I don't care what I need, what team I'm on, what city I'm in. I'm taking him first in the draft. Right. Period. I think he's the best athlete in the draft, hands down. He can play on both sides of the ball. He said he's planning to play on both sides of the ball, all snaps. Now,
Mm-hmm.
of course we know, you know what I'm saying? Like we know you got confidence and all that, but you ain't doing that, family. An NFL team is not letting you play both
Absolutely
sides
not.
of the
These are
ball
grown ass men, and they not rocking.
on the whole game. It ain't happening, bro. It ain't happening. But you're gonna get some snaps on both sides of the ball, just not play all both ways all the time, like you did at Colorado. But when they were having conversations, everybody's having conversations about where he should play most of his snaps. Like what should he major in, and then he'll minor in the other side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I think he should major at receiver and then sprinkle in some time at corner, because receiver, he can come in and be dynamic right now. He can, and it's like great offense beats great defense every day. And he'll be a great offensive player right now, right? He'll be a great receiver. He's fast. He's athletic. He can get open. It's hard to get hands on him, get a jam on him if you at corner, right? He stretches the field. He can run underneath routes because he's tough. He tracks the ball amazingly at corner and at damn receiver. And so I think to step on the field right now and have an impact, he can play receiver, right? Corner, I think like, okay, you're going to have to take it. It'll take some time, right? You can definitely do it. But I think they sprinkle you in some package like the dime package, which is 6 DBs on the field. They sprinkle you in at some corner or at some nickel, or you ain't really gonna play a whole bunch of safety, but some corner or some nickel corner where you covering dudes in the slot, tight ends, or maybe some slot receivers, things like that. You sprinkle in some time at, right? But at corner, you got to see dudes like Justin Jefferson. You got to see dudes like Tyreek Hill. Yeah, if you playing any receiver, it's gonna be hard to check them dudes. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I think you can play spot minutes and spot snaps, I should say, at the corner spot. Where do you think he should play? Spend most of his time?
I'm actually going to take the opposite direction. I think he should start at corner.
Hmm.
Play a little bit of receiver because again, we're going into a grown man's league, dog.
Absolutely.
You ain't just about to be head topping these DB, these cornerbacks, dog. And these corner and they it's like I ain't gonna try to use a jail reference, but they're licking their chops at every new prospect that comes into the NFL because they hear all the talk. They hear about
Yeah.
how they gonna
And
come
they
in
see the
here and
money.
dominate. Yep, and they see the money,
Hmm.
and you getting paid
Yeah.
more than some cornerbacks right now coming in
Oh, a
as a
lot more.
top five, top three pick. So,
Hmm.
and then I know you're sensitive about your girl, right? Cornerbacks talk a lot of trash.
Ah,
I'm just being
oh
real.
man.
Like it's gonna be a lot of stress for you to make passes. You got
The Heat
cornerbacks,
done got up off her though.
huh?
I said the Heat done got up off her though.
Yeah,
That
they
seat
got
was
off of
real
social
hot for
media.
her at one point.
Oh yeah, it was scorching. You couldn't
Man.
even. That man was going out there posting up a montage of him and this girl like they still in high school. Me against the world all the time for us against everybody. Like it was looking bad. Uncle Dion said, "Go ahead and give me that phone, dog. Go
Come
and
on,
get in the
man.
phone, dog. Come on, son.
Come
Give me
on,
your
man.
phone, son." You know what I'm saying? But cornerback, I think it'll be less stressful in the mental. He can really focus more athletically on his footwork and things of that nature.
Mhm.
He's not having too much pressure to make plays right out the gate. And I do think he's a little frail at receiver. Like they're gonna be pushing young boy
Mm.
around. Like Malik Neighbors, I don't know. I mean, Malik Neighbors, he's just like that. He's kind of frail too. Xavier Worthy, they frail, but they running like 4.2s. I don't know if Travis ran like a 4.2. Like their speed makes up for their small frame. Not saying that Travis is athletic, but I don't think he's fast enough to just get away with speed alone. But he's very athletic. I think he's started corner. He can just focus on get like I said, containing that receiver, making sure they don't catch the ball. Receiver ain't really gonna get in your head too much unless he's just cooking you, which I doubt Travis Hunter's gonna be getting cooked like that. I just think it's more of a safer approach to be on defense. I think wide receiver is just way too much pressure at this moment for him
Yeah,
right now.
I feel that. I can feel that. I can definitely see how that we would say that. But I'm like, dog, I think it's you could come in and step in and have an immediate impact at
Mm.
receiver because corner is more complicated than receiver,
Mhm.
right? Corner, you got to read splits, you got to read
Mhm.
alignment, you got to read body language, right? You got to read multiple different receivers depending on what coverage you plan, and you got to read a quarterback, right? And the best quarterbacks in the world, they're gonna make you look crazy regardless. And
Yeah.
so I just think that he has, especially if he gets in with a good quarterback, I think he has a better opportunity to be successful stepping in the league right now at receiver. Because at
Mm.
the end of the day, even if he can't catch which we know he can catch, but say he couldn't, shit, you can hand that bitch off to him and he'll get loose with something. You know what I'm saying? But the
Mhm.
point of that he's kind of frail, I can feel that because he's thin, right? And
Mm.
running middle cross, even though the NFL ain't what it used to be
Yeah,
as far
ain't
as
what it used to.
the way safeties can like and can hit people and the way corners can hit people, it ain't what it used to be because they got the whole defenseless receiver situation. But I still think it's physical back there, and so like we just talked about, well, you better get in that weight room.
Boy, back in that
You
weight
gotta
room,
get in that
dog.
weight room. You gotta get in that weight room,
You need to
dog,
be
because it's
chugging them
not no
protein
little
shakes.
boys league.
It's not a
But I can't
game.
wait. You know what I can't wait till? I
Huh.
can't wait till camp to see them clips start coming out of him abusing corners at receiver.
Mm.
I feel like that's gonna happen.
You
I
think
feel
so?
like early, yeah, no doubt. I feel like when he steps in the league at receiver, he's gonna abuse some people just because of his athleticism and his quickness. At corner, I feel like the clips are gonna come out where he's gonna be getting abused sometimes. Right? He's
Mhm.
gonna be getting abused at corner sometimes because it's a more difficult position to play than receiver. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Corner is
Mhm.
probably it's top three hardest in the NFL. In my opinion, is
Yeah.
third. It goes O line, quarterback, then corner. Right. So I just think it's gonna take that learning curve to play that corner in the NFL combined with the schemes and all of that. It's gonna take a little bit more time for him to adjust. But what, like you said, what they might do, they might put him at corner so he learns that He learns it now. You know what I mean? And then he can step in at receiver and play spot minutes or whatever. And then later on in his career, he can start doing both and things like that, or more
Because
in
I
both.
think, I think, like I said, corner, he can focus more on his athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
He can work that out a little bit. But like you said, I'm not against him playing receiver. I think he can
Yeah.
make an impact there. I just think cornerback, for personally me, would be a better start.
But also,
And
is he physical enough to play corner in the NFL? Like, because that motherfucker is little. He's little.
I mean, shit, there's some little niggas that shit, man. Is he gonna get off the line with the what like? Cause these
Because
DBs,
you
man,
can put him if you put him in a slot and he's not getting jammed at the line. You know what I'm
hmm
saying?
he
And
probably can
it's
work
just
something out. Hmm
it's tough. But I'm excited to see.
I'm
I'm
excited to
excited.
see it. And like you
But
said, quarterback,
probably,
unless
probably,
he's going to the Giants,
probably
he ain't gonna have no fucking QB because he's going
yeah, he
top
probably
three.
going to Rams.
You better
Probably
hope. You
going
better hope. You better hope he's going to. Well, I don't hope he's going. I don't hope he's going to New York as a
bro,
Cowboy fan.
bro, bro. If
Tennessee
he
might get him.
goes, if the Browns don't draft this man, first of all, the Browns, y'all need to be drug tested. First of all, if y'all don't draft him. But if he goes, and I'm not a huge Russell Wilson guy. Like I don't really like him as
Yeah.
a player. I think he folds in big moments.
hmm
Um,
He's carrying a
but
lot.
but he can get the ball to
Yeah.
damn Travis Hunter.
Him or
And
Jameis
that's
or Jameis.
and I don't want to have to see
I
him.
don't think we're gonna see it.
We got to see neighbors. We're gonna have to see damn Saquon, AJ Brown. Like we ain't got
JD5.
man.
I think he's gonna
Like,
take a little step
man,
back, but
hey
but
Brown,
he gonna get better. I
hey
think.
Browns, draft that man now. Draft that
Get him out the
man.
AFC. Oh,
Come on, man.
Patriots. Get
Come
that
on,
nigga out the
man.
NFC, dog. Get him out of
Come
here,
on,
dog.
man. We ain't got time for that, man. We ain't got time. Yeah, I don't even want to think about it. But all right, man. We're gonna go to our Black History Always segment. Who we gonna talk
Mm-hmm.
about today, man? It's important. And why we keep doing this, just so y'all know, is because our
Mm-hmm.
history will never be it'll never
Mm-hmm.
be erased from anywhere. And we're gonna make sure, and especially the youngins, because I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how much they're doing it. I know how much when we was in school, the only time we
Mm-hmm.
talked about Black History is Black
It was
History
only
Month.
during
Right?
February.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't get a whole lot of Black history. We damn sure didn't know about anybody more than the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm
The
X, the
Frederick
Harriet Tubmans, the
Douglases.
Rosa Parks. Like we didn't learn
Okay.
about shit. We didn't even learn a lot about Marcus Garvey. A lot about
Mm-hmm.
those like the ones that were in the trenches. I'm not saying the other ones weren't, but the ones that may not have gotten a lot of acclaim, but that were instrumental, if not as much or more instrumental to our society than
Yes.
anybody else. You know what I'm saying? We didn't learn about those. Black history was a couple of chapters in your book, and the rest of it was all white people. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so that's why we do this. So the person we're going to talk about today is Brother Frederick McKinley Jones, and they call him Frederick M. Jones, and we're going to call him OG Fred. And what he is responsible for, all right, Frederick Jones invented the first successful system for mobile refrigeration. His
Mm.
invention eliminated the far less effective use of ice and salt to preserve food for transport, greatly extending the distance over which food could be successfully delivered. In the summer of 1938, local merchant Joseph Numero made an offhand promise to a trucking company to build a refrigerated truck that would not fail when subject to the normal bumps and vibrations that occur during shipping. Jones worked for Numero. Jones, working for Numero, designed a durable small unit with a compressor mounted underneath the trailer that was powered by a 4-cylinder engine. Used in his trucks, railroad cars, ships, and planes,
Mm.
Jones's technology revolutionized the distribution of food and other perishables It made fresh produce available anywhere in the country year-round, changing Americans' eating habits. Jones and Numero went on to found Thermo King Corp to produce the mobile refrigeration device. Thermo King became an international corporation and had over $1 billion. And not to mention, this is like the 1930s, 1940s now, over
Mm-hmm.
$1 billion in annual sales when it was acquired by the Ingersoll Rand Company in 1997. Man, he was awarded just an extra. He was awarded the National Medal. I'm sorry. Jones was born in Cincinnati. Despite having minimal formal schooling, he became the first Black American to be awarded the National Medal of Technology.
Wow. That's tough. I don't think people really digested how tough that is of an honor and how mean that is of an invention.
That's tough, bro. To have minimal schooling and to still do that. So now you can transport food from across the country, no matter like,
That's the
oh,
OG Fred.
OG Fred, man. Shout out to OG Fred, Frederick McKinley Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Fred, you gotta say his whole name, Frederick
Frederick
McKinley
McKinley
Jones.
Jones.
And he served in the U.S. Army. He
Okay.
served in the U.S. Army, man. And so, shout out to brother Frederick McKinley Jones, Frederick M. Jones, OG Fred, man, for paving the way for us as Black creators and Black
Yes.
inventors, and also saving our society, because
Yes.
now we get fruits and vegetables across the country and they wouldn't spoil by the time we get them from one place to the next. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
All
man, that's
thanks to
been
you,
another
OG Fred.
episode. Yeah, go ahead. You said what?
No, I was saying it's all thanks to you, Mr. Fred, Mr. OG Fred. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it, man. And if you got any other of his descendants are watching this, man, make sure y'all hit us up, comment, and we'll love to bring y'all on the show, man, one day.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, that's been another episode of Lunching with Don and Lon, man. Had another great episode, and make sure again y'all continue to like, subscribe, share our content. And I'll say our because this is our content. Everybody at the lunch table, this is our content. And we're going to bring some people on the show. We're going to start having guests and things like that down the line, man. We're going to start enjoying ourselves, having a whole bunch of fun. And we still got something coming for the draft for y'all. All right, so y'all stay tapped in, man. So I'm the Don of all Don, and this is my dog, Lonnie Cabal.
Giddy.
And we out, man. We'll holler at y'all next time.
Peace.